Officer Rosendahl. Rosie. Baby girl. Hey, baby girl. Hey, Rosie. Hey, Rosa. Hey, Rosie, babe. Officer Rosie. Officer Rosa. 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 You got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do. Because we've always wondered about several officers in this investigation, have we not? And I know, babe, that all of you in here are going to most definitely be zooming in into the beautiful thumbnail that I created. I know I've been kind of slacking, guys. Nika here, by the way, with your daily neuro nugget. Going forward in every single video, everything I say is alleged. Everything is my opinions and they are for entertainment purposes only. But what the fuck, Rosie? Oh, I forgot to trigger the basic hose. Hold up. Oh, I forgot to trigger the basic bros and basic hoes. Yeah. And two-way. Oh my god. I can't draw. I can't color. Ugh. I should do it poorly too, so that it really pisses them off. Are you triggered yet? Nika, this is serious. How dare you apply color on your lips? You know what? If this pisses you off, good. 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 This is a serious topic. You can't multitask? You can't talk about serious topic. This is really that distracting for you? Okay. That's not my problem. That's not our problem here. Our problem, well, we have a lot of them, but one of them is Officer Rosie. Officer Rosie on this Grub truck footage. What the fuck is going on? Now, bear with me, right? He's the weird ass motherfucker. And I'm gonna be straight up, as always. Ladies, men, gentlemen, unicorns, tater tots. I'm gonna be honest, okay? If I were, even now, my age, but if I were a college girl, if you're a woman, by the way, I most definitely want your input on this. Do you think that Officer Rosendahl is attractive? Be honest with me. Let's see if I can pull up the chat. Be honest with me, because I'm going to give you my point of view. Even now, and if I was in college, I would find this man relatively attractive. Relatively attractive, right? Why? He's average. His average looks, decent body, you know, not too muscular, not too skinny, great hair, relatively young, looks sturdy, right? The reason I'm pointing this out is because it has most definitely been theorized that it's possible, is it possible, that somebody from 1122 King Road was having an affair with Rosie. Yes, he's married. Yes, he has ties to the church. Yes, he has close connections, of course, to all his cop friends. And yeah, he wears uniform. I would say that most men in uniform, even disregarding body size, are like, wow, how attractive, a man in uniform. He's got a job. Right? So is it possible that he could pull a college baddie? I think so. I think so. Now, what's really weird is that this cop even has the same poodle as Kaylee. Bro, they even have the same dog. And I know you guys are going to zoom in. Please, I triple dog dare you to zoom in to the thumbnail I created. What you're going to see are, I basically cropped and removed, you know, so many images. I cleared the background of these pictures and then pasted them on the thumbnail so you can see him, right? But why is Officer Rosie always in the background? He's back there creeping like a shadow, right? Because if you look closely, there are so many images of Kaylee, and then in the background, and I know other people have shared this, and then in the background, what do we see? We see randomly behind Kaylee is Rosie's wife and Rosie. Now, people love to say, oh, Brian Koberger, he's a creep incel, autistic man. Incel, he stalked the girls. He had this obsession, Nika. He had this obsession. Well then, how the fuck do you explain these images then? Officer Rosie and sometimes Officer Rosie's wife in the background behind Kaylee. How do you explain that? Because it would appear to me, at least, this is my opinion, pure speculation, but it would appear to me that there's more proof, potentially, of him being the stalker than of Brian Koberger. And plus, Bill Thompson has said what? Oh, Brian Koberger didn't stalk anyone. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Interesting. He's like a creepy shadow. Now, I want to talk about the Grub truck footage, right? Because I also clipped that image and pasted it in the thumbnail, right? But it most definitely appears that there is somebody that looks an awful lot like Rosie walking into the Grub truck camera. Like he's literally like staring at it. Like this. Yeah, he was wearing a hoodie. He's wearing a hoodie. He's staring at the Grub truck camera just like that. Is that Rosendahl? Because it kind of looks like Rosie to me. Good old Rosa. Good old Rosa. Okay, everything in darkness comes to light. I've said this since the beginning, and it's interesting to me because I've had so many people that were haters. They were haters back in the day. And now they're like, oh my God, Nika, I am so sorry I was a condescending prick. I am so sorry that I judged you. But it looks like a lot has come to light in the last couple of years. For example, all these images with Kaylee, and then you see Rosie like a shadow and Rosie's wife in the background, okay? Everything in the darkness will come to light. It's just a matter of time. Now, when you see that pic of him staring at the camera at the Grub truck, it makes me sick to my stomach. It literally makes me sick to my stomach. Now, the guy in the footage, one could argue, yes, it looks potentially a little bit shorter than Rosie, but it's hard to tell because we know that the camera is at an angle. Like, the camera from the Grub truck footage is like pointing down. So obviously, angles, people, you're gonna look different. You're gonna look shorter if the camera's up here. Obviously, right? Now, some people back in the day have mentioned that this guy that's being super creepy, that looks an awful lot like Rosie, that's staring right into camera was, they mentioned this weirdo was potentially Jonas Chapin, but no one can find anything about Jonas Chapin, right? So why is there somebody that appears to be Rosie, or does Rosie have an evil twin? Looking at the Grub truck camera in that manner, it almost comes across as like he's signaling to somebody. And then on top of that, of course, and then on top of that, to make things even worse, we have Chief Fry's evil twin at the corner club. Literally your evil twin at the corner club. And so many people came forward and stood up for Chief Fry when I mentioned that the guy that's talking to the bartender, to the bouncer, that it looks like Chief Fry to me, right? I'm like, well, maybe Chief Fry also has an evil twin, right? And people came forward and they said, no, Nika, that dude at the corner club, okay, that's the owner. That's the owner, but it doesn't look like the owner to me, okay? I've seen images of the owner of the corner club. There's so many images of him. To me, that looks nothing like Chief Fry. Completely different body types as well. And also, the owner of the corner club looks like a bigger dude in general, just wider and taller. And Chief Fry is more petite, you know? It doesn't look like him. So again, why are people defending him? Why? Well, because Chief Fry was supposed to be out of town. And it's crazy because when you compare all of the images of Chief Fry to the image of the person that looks like him at the corner club, they even stand the same. They even have their hand in their pocket, in their jean pocket, like the same exact way, bro. Like, I don't think that's the owner. I don't think that's the owner. And then on top of that, well, we also know that there was a certain cop who had talked to Kaylee at 11:22, right? We've all seen that footage. But before he questioned her, he made a weird ass remark. Do you guys remember that remark? Thank you so much for the $10, AKW. Let the haters be your motivators. I know, I literally get up here because of my haters, because it's like dopamine, you know? They make me come back. So yeah, thank you for the $10. I really appreciate it. What was that weird ass remark that was made? It was something like, it's odd that this wasn't a staircase from the balcony to the bottom. And when I first, almost 3 years ago now, when I first heard that from the body cam footage from the two cops that were over at 1122 King Road, before I even knew anything about the IDAHO4, I was like, that is really weird. Weird. Why is he saying that? And now, so many years later, after finding so many oddities within Moscow Police Department, so much corruption within Moscow PD, that's a very strange statement to make, and it's strange to this day. We also know that Rosie had stopped the Banfield boys, right? He stopped the Banfield boys. And we see Saeed, you remember Saeed, pale guy, thick ass eyebrows, petite, he looks short. I don't know how tall he is, but he looks like a short guy. We see Saeed coming from the direction of 1122 King Road. And when the Banfield boys are getting stopped, they're acting really weird. Really weird. I just wonder, since they had been walking from that direction, and we know that Rosie was parked not far from 1122 King Road in that white car, right? Did the Banfield boys probably see something? Maybe they saw something. I mean, you're on foot, and now, years later, come to find out, all the lights were on at 1122 King Road. Some of the blinds were kind of open. So did the Banfield boys see something when they were on foot? Did they see something spooky happening, something strange taking place inside of 1122 King Road. So back to the potential theory, and I'm not here to spread rumors, but we are theorizing because theories can give us potential reasons for motive, right? And is it possible that Rosie was having an affair with one of the girls at 1122 King Road? It's possible, I think. Again, he's not an ugly fellow. He's attractive. He's relatively young, one of the younger cops that we've seen. He's no Chief Fry. So I could see why a college girl could be attracted to that. So that could be motive. Yeah, it's very possible. And we know that Kaylee, we're not judging her. People love to twist my words. We're not judging her. If she wanted to sleep with whoever she wanted to sleep, she wanted to have 1,000 boyfriends, not to say she had 1,000 boyfriends. Again, that I know that's going to be, twisted, manipulated by the people in the comment section. She could do that. She was not married. She was single. She was not whatever. But Rosie is married. Rosie is married. Now, I also watched part of the interview that the G-Fam did with Nancy Grace, and the G-Fam is, of course, very upset with the entire botched investigation. And I will continue to pray for them to open your eyes fully. You need to open them fully to the truth. They are pissed at the investigation. They are pissed at the prosecutor. And they also raised a very important question. And I was actually kind of clapping for them when they brought this up. Because I was like, are they finally realizing what the hell happened? It's been like 3 years. A blur, right? A blur of nonsense. And they said, okay, since Brian Koberger technically crossed state lines, why wasn't the FBI brought in? I asked this question like 3 years ago. Okay, BK technically crossed state lines. Why wasn't the FBI brought in? We know, all of us know that if the FBI had actually been involved, not only for the one tip, right, that Moscow PD cherry picked, because we know the FBI gave them a massive list of names, and they cherry picked one name out of that whole list. If the FBI had actually been involved from the beginning to the end of the investigation, we know damn well that the outcome would have been very, very different, right? And we, in the early days, had all assumed, okay, the FBI is involved, the feds are involved. That means they're going to catch the right guy. But now, after all of these documents have been released, what did we find out? Oh yeah, Payne did not want them involved. Tater Tot Payne did not want the FBI involved, which raises a bigger question. Again, this is a small town police department with inexperienced officers. Officer Payne has never actually investigated something like this before. Why? Because things like this don't happen in Moscow. And still they turned the FBI away. Why did they turn the FBI away? And I'm just so thankful that yesterday I got to hear the G-Fam finally actually asking the important questions. Like, why wasn't the FBI involved the whole time? Right? My phone's gonna die. Don't die, baby. Don't die on me. I'm doing the Lord's work. My phone's gonna die. But before it dies, by the way, guys, I'm trying to catch up on the chat before I leave. That's it. Let me know your thoughts on Officer Rosie. Do you think he's sus as fudge? If you think he's sus, if you think that that image of the creepy dude that's staring at the camera on the Grub truck in that footage, do you think that that looks like Nathaniel? Good old Nathaniel Rosendahl. It's Nathaniel boy. Do you think he's a little sus? If you think he's a little sus, make sure to vote in the chat and also in the comment section. Leave a 1. If you think he's just chilling, if you think that it's just another fucking coincidence that Kaylee happens to be chilling, taking pictures, and then the fucking background, we see Rosie and his wife as she's like out and about in town. You think that's completely fucking normal? Another coincidence? It's a small town, Nika. It's a small town. Well, maybe. But if you think it's not sus whatsoever, please leave a 2. Please leave a 2. Do you think that that staring by who I theorize is Rosie was some sort of signal? Because who the fuck does that? Do you think it was some sort of signal? Who the fuck does that? Who goes to a camera and is like, Officer Tater Tot, Chief French Fry, Molly Meth, I've been working on a clue game about this. Cool. That was weird. They all look weird. So that's it. Who's in here? Oh my God, it's Friday. Ah! I forgot. Guys, I'm feeling a little plump today. My jeans are extra tight. I gotta stop eating so many donuts. It's starting to look like Chief Fry. Ugh. Hoppers, oh hey. Hey Nadine, hey Landon, hey Teresa, hey Kai Wildcat. And by the way, I'm sorry guys, sometimes I miss some names. The chat is moving so quickly. I'm not doing it on purpose, okay? Don't take it personally. I've had people reach out on Instagram. They're like, you never read my fucking comments. You're a fucking hater, bitch, whore. Okay. Sorry you feel that way. Hey, Suds. Sneaka 9 door. Nadine, he's so dodged from the beginning, walking around the house, pointing on that ladder and everything. Ew. Wasn't he the one also taking pictures of people's IDs? But that's normal, Nika. That's what they told me. That's normal. It's normal for cops to take pictures of people's IDs. Oh my God. Ew. Teresa, I think Rosie was obsessed or involved with Kaylee. Nadine, thank you so much for the kind comment. Beautiful. Rise. Welcome. Welcome. You made it live and over week. Congratulations, babe. It's Friday. Oh, Nadine says, and your throwback photo is so adorable. I shared it yesterday. Throwback Thursday on Instagram, guys. I had a lot of freckles. I was totally bullied for them. But looking back, I was cute. My mom was right. I was cute. Thank you, guys. Hello, Susan. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Truth Seeker. Your trigger, Lisa. Nika, you're so funny. Sun says, doesn't piss me off. I just prefer your natural beauty. Oh, my God. Well, in that case, hold up. Is that better? I took it off for you, so I took it off for you. Is that better? Yeah, I actually am a fan of less. But I just do it to trigger people, you know? Oh my God. Teresa, they're just jealous of them lips. Thank you. Maybe I take all the hate as compliments. Susan. Hello. Tony. Thank you. Oh, Toby, I'm so sorry. I'm dyslexic sometimes. Hey, Toby. Andrea, older man in uniform. Kaylee, in your opinion. Okay, okay. Some people have also mentioned that maybe Dylan, and that's why she had some protection. But these are all theories, and we're not here to spread rumors. Again, they're theories. So it is what it is, right? Hello, Spicy Kitten. Thank you so much. Hello, Marianne. I crack you up. That's good. That's good. Sally says, are you a Packer fan? So I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. I have a little secret. I don't know any sports whatsoever. My family gifted me this, and then I wore it, and then people were stopping me like in the hallways, like, oh my God, you're not a Bears fan? You're that team? You're a fudge packer? I'm like, I don't know what that means. Yeah, football. Because, yeah, I literally, I'm useless. It's funny because I used to be a cheerleader. That's what makes this even more ridiculous. Like, I used to be a cheerleader and I don't know football. How do you not know football if you're a cheerleader? Babe, because I was jumping up and down and like facing the crowd. But honestly, I just like green, so yeah. Diana, Rosie's hot, but I don't like him. I'm with you, right? He's conventionally attractive, but we know too much of him. We know too much, and it's giving creep. It's giving creep. Don't be hating. No stairs to balcony. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Perky Painter. Wait till you see the video. Rosie being dropped off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sid, is Rosendahl the same cop that took Kaylee's picture or Kaylee's ID during noise complaint? Oh yeah. Agree with Rosie's statement, says Gone Girl on the no stairs. Red flag for me since I saw it in the very beginning. Andrea, I shared that image in the thumbnail. So you can pause the thumbnail and then just like screenshot it and then zoom in. Crazy. Lynette. They're saying their own car is Brian's. Exactly. That crazy white vehicle doing circles. Bitch, that was you. That was you, bitch. What are you talking about? Suspect vehicle number 1 and suspect vehicle number 2. Okay, there was one white car, and that was you, bitch. And then there was a second car. Who saw that? Who saw that second car? Molly McMeth, right? And what did she say? That second car was a tan car, driven by a redhead. I know a couple of redheads in this case. Interesting. Meanwhile, Brian's out there fucking watching, driving, probably looking at the stars or the meteors or whatever. Fucking Brian doesn't know shit about this case. Because before I was like, okay, maybe he knew the girls. I mean, he is young. He's young. He's attractive, relatively conventionally attractive, similar to Rosie. You know, they're not super fugly or whatever. I could see him maybe knowing, maybe not the victims. Now we know he had no connection to the victims. Maybe knowing one of the survivors, right? Maybe Dylan, maybe Bethany. But now after 3 years, I'm convinced that this man is fucking clueless about the people involved in the IDAHO4. Like he has nothing to do with anyone here. Mama Coco, hello. Red Wendy, not on here, another channel. I was told by an awful person. You were told you were awful? That's fucked up. Babe, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Because if you see like how many videos I have, how many people have watched my videos versus how many people have liked, you'll know. We're hated for sure. Seems like they've been cherry picking all along, says As One Divided We Fall. Right? Interesting. Interesting. Polly says not only the footsteps, the pick of Kaylee's ID. He also knew about the speaker that was inside. Maybe he didn't like Hunter's bracelets. Did he get jealous? Ooh. Ooh. Sherry says, I have a brown coffee cup like that. It's from Hawaii. I love it. Like this one? This one's from Mexico. Thank you. Show me your mug. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Red Wendy, I need ask y'all a question. Did Kaylee's mom say Dylan actually called her to get Kaylee come that weekend? Ooh. Allegedly. And somebody actually mentioned in the last live that I guess the GFAM has returned a portion of the money. Yeah, they should be. That's the right thing to do. Because why? Because they said they were going to use that money for trial and then there was no trial. So I'm still a little bit upset, a little bit disappointed at the GFAM because I know you raised more than whatever amount you gave back, right? And I know some people have said, well, they should keep the money anyway. They should keep the money anyway. What does it bother you if they raise money? It doesn't bother me if people gave them money. That's not the issue. The issue is that they claimed the money was going to be for trial and then it wasn't. Therefore, the ethical thing would be to return it. So I'm glad that they started to do the right thing. Are they continuing to return the rest of the money? But it's a good start. So go GFAM. Rye says, everybody in that town looks more sus than Brian, in my opinion. Right? Don't Be Hating says it's a Fed rug operation working with Ellie and local CI gone wrong. Very possible. Very possible. Lisa said, I was in such a mood when I was pregnant that I would have had a husband like Officer Rosie who was out. Ooh, I would have been very dangerous to my husband. Same. Either way, guys, let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on Officer Rosie. Is this him in this Grub truck footage? Was his DNA possibly found at the crime scene? Was he probably, maybe, potentially one of the people that friends of Kaylee claimed? Friends of Kaylee claimed that Kaylee was dating, sleeping with a lot of people, but we know they blurred those names out. So, just wondering. Thank you guys for joining me in today's live. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. Stay sane. Because this case is going to drive all batshit crazy. So, thank you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.